What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by Autobahn. My name is Max, and today we are taking a look at the BMW XM Label Red. This is the most powerful BMW M ever made until now. 748 horsepower from the plug-in hybrid V8 drivetrain. And well, when it was released, they did so with pictures of an exclusive edition, which they were going to make 500 of. I just discovered that you don't have to have the stupid A-Team livery on your XM Label Red, which is great. I thought that was mandatory, that you were, going to be driving around like B.A. Baracus everywhere, but you're not. You can also have it in a spec like this. So today I'm going to show you around it quickly because we've covered the XM quite a bit and we're losing light because the sun has just set. So we're going to take it for a drive towards the Autobahn for an Autobahn blast. First, let me show you the spec real quick. We've got a dark gray car today with a lot of black accents, and because this is the Label Red, you get a red line around the logos. If you have a regular XM, that is gold, and if you have an XM50E, that is silver. So that's the only way basically you can tell them apart, because otherwise they're very similar. We also have these absolutely massive wheels. This is a 22-inch wheel, I would say. Yeah, 22-inch wheel, 275 tire with, again, the red accents. It's a very busy design, but it kind of works with the XM's design, I would say. More logos. As I said, you don't have to have this red accent, so this is all in black. Rear is not my favorite part. It is, I still have to get used to that. You do get a nice exhaust, which is like a proper exhaust with a valve in there. You can see the valve right there. And this is like a proper exhaust. Like, this is an exhaust tip even, which is something we don't see that often anymore. So yes, very good. Also a lot of rear space here. So you get these little pillows. I just threw them on the ground because they were sliding everywhere, but you get these pillows with an XM logo. That is very luxurious, and you get this red accent for the Label Red. And also, of course, you have the geometric design roof with the ambient lighting, beautiful aluminium and speakers, and you get red stitching all around the car. Let's take a look at the engine, because this is the 4.4 liter V8, just like with the regular XM, but you get a bit of extra power. So 489 horsepower in the regular XM, you get 585 in this, and 750 newton meters of torque. Add the electric power to that, which is 197, and you end up at 748 horsepower and 1000 newton meters of torque, which is a lot. It is a lot, but it needs a lot of power because it weighs north of 2,700 kilos. That's insane. So yeah, you need a lot of power to move this thing. Inside, you also get the red accents on the front seats for the Label Red. You can go absolutely nuts with the interior of an XM. It is very cool, actually. You can do like a completely blue interior, and it is very, very cool. I recommend checking out the configurator because it's actually a lot of fun, and you don't see it that often anymore that you can go absolutely nuts with it. So XM badge right there. You can see all the red accents, so the red stitching as well. And I just saw that you actually have like a blue and red accent there in the carbon. I hope you guys can see that on the camera, but that looks pretty cool. It's a cool detail. I think that's very clever. Something I don't like is the fact that you get this lipstick on the vents, the air vents. I think it looks very cheap. It looks like something from AliExpress, so that is a bit unfortunate, I would say. But other than that, it's a nice interior with the old style steering wheel, which I think is a bit better than the newer BMWs. And you also retain a better version of iDrive with the better dials, in my opinion. So we're going to go for M1, which is our sporty setting. put the gearbox in drive and let's go. As I said, the sun has just set, so we do need to get a move on and head towards the border. So it is a quick car. It absolutely shoots off into the distance when you hit the throttle, but as we've talked about before with these cars, it is a very sporty driving experience, which is kind of contradictory to the whole shape of the car, but this is what BMW wanted to make. A very, very sporty car that is super high and wide and long and also very heavy, so I still don't really get it. I will say that body control is very good for such a big car. They've really pulled out all the stops and all the gadgets and the gizmos, like active integral steering and active dampers and stabilizers and everything, just to make sure that the car rolls as little as possible. It's also supposed to do 0 to 100 in 3.8 seconds, I believe, which is kind of nuts. I did 3.97, but yeah, normally BMWs are a bit quicker than they say. This, I don't know, might be down to the circumstances. Oh, it is very quick, and I will say that it kind of, it throws you off a little bit because it's so big. It's like over 2 meters wide and over 5 meters long, so you kind of, oh, you're kind of taken back by how quick it actually is. Sound, yeah, you can hear that there's a lot of fake sound going on. It also does have a little bit of V8 rumble going on from the exhaust, like proper V8 sound, which is good. You also have an M differential, of course. You've got the ZF 8-speed. Yeah, they threw everything they had at this car to make sure that it is as quick and as sporty as possible. Yeah, again, why it just completely goes over my head, apparently. I don't really understand what is going on with a car like this, but it does turn in remarkably well for a car of this size. It's just that when you're not like fully on it and absolutely sending it, it is not great to live with, in my opinion. When you're absolutely on it and trying to slide it, and absolutely, you know, you're in awe of the fact that it can actually do that and feel the way it does. But you know, the rest of the time it's not great. So 100 to 200, also measured that, and I did an 8.1, which is quite a bit quicker than the regular XM we tested. I did a 9.35 with that car. So yeah, it is a lot quicker than that car. Don't mind the tire pressure notification, everything is okay. .809 is not super quick for a 750 horsepower car, but you know, it's the weight that really slows you down. Top speed limited at 250 kilometers an hour, or if you have the M driver spec, it is 290. So let's see if we can actually do that here. Lovely sunset today, look at that. The limiter, which is this 288. It won't go faster, it's like 286, 287 GPS. Brakes, not great. Still don't understand why there are no carbon ceramics on a car that weighs 2700 plus kilos and goes 290 kilometers an hour. And when I was doing the Autobahn measurements earlier, I also got some smoking brakes because yeah, it really struggles. right there, the power figure. 748 and 923 it's at now. Let me shift up. Goes to 976. And it is remarkable the ease with which you get this 2700 kilo car up to speed, but it is just an absolute battering ram. 290, 291. A 1,000 Newton meters, look at that. 1,000. And you can, it's like a 27 kilowatt hour battery. You can do 80 kilometers electric. You also have this button right here to control the hybrid settings. So e-control gives you basically max power and it starts charging, and hybrid gives you the most efficient or most performance oriented way to use your electric power. But it is more about the performance than about the electric range, but it does have a very useful electric range. It's a lovely evening run here. Sunset, beautifully golden pink, and that is it. So again, I don't understand it. Is it impressive? Yes, it is. It goes around corners really well. It stays super flat. You can slide it even though it starts hopping and skipping a little bit, but it is super impressive. In daily use it is not great, it's not comfortable enough, and it's just, you know, the looks are still a very divisive factor, but yeah, that's just personal. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure you subscribe. You can click the big button in the middle. You can also check out this video, this playlist, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye.